There? Come, come. Come closer.
कम nearer. अरे वो इतना फोटो ले रहे हैं आप लोग. हो गया भाई. Thank you.
Okay then, thank you. Thank you. So, shall we start? My colleague commissioners, Sri Brahma and Dr. Seidi, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all for this press conference. We have great pleasure in announcing the commencement of the process for general elections to the 16th Lok Sabha, which is yet another milestone in the history of Indian democracy. As you all know, the term of the 15th Lok Sabha is due to end on 31st May 2014. The terms of 3 state assemblies, namely Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and Sikkim, also come to an end on 2nd June, 7th June and 21st May respectively. Under the Constitution and Representation of the People's Act, the Election Commission is mandated to complete the election process to constitute the 16th Lok Sabha before 31st May 2014, and similar action needs to be initiated for completing the elections for the 3 state assemblies before the respective dates of expiry. Credit? Yes? Mobile? No? No mobile? Yeah, okay. The credible elections conducted at regular prescribed intervals are the very soul and hallmark of any democratic system. As part of the consultative process preparatory to general elections 2014, the Commission has held series of preparatory meetings, starting with meeting with representatives of recognized national and state political parties on 4th February. During the meeting, while extending cooperation in conduct of free and fair polls, the parties raised and brought to our notice a wide range of issues relating to security, revising the ceiling of election expenditure by candidates, necessity to keep the various festivals and seasonal conditions in different parts of the country in view while arriving at the schedules. Quite a few participants were also highlighting the importance and need of holding elections in phased manner in certain critical states. This was followed up by meeting with Chief Secretaries, Directors General of Police, Home Secretaries, Chief Electoral Officers of all the states and union territories. We had further meetings with Home Secretary, Chairman of Railway Board, Secretary Telecommunication to seek their assistance and in tying up with regard to relevant areas of election management. Now, coming to the actual process of scheduling, you all know very well some of the major factors kept in view for scheduling. One, examination schedules, particularly for state boards and central board. You all know a very large majority of our polling stations are located in educational premises, and large part of polling staff are also drawn from that category. Weather plays a very important role. We are faced with the issue of early monsoon in certain parts of the country and late setting in of hot summer in certain parts of the country. We have to keep this also in view while deciding on entry date and exit date for the elections. Some of the states have, though the coming period is not exactly crop season for the entire country, but in certain parts of the country, harvesting is a major factor which has to be kept in view. Keeping all this in view, we have drawn up our schedule, which we will be sharing with you shortly. One of the prime requisites in preparation for general elections is availability of up-to-date electoral roll. Rolls have been revised with 1st January 2014 as qualifying date, and final rolls have been published in all the states. Total electorate as of now for general election 2014 is approximately 814 million, that is 81.4 crores, which is about 10 crores more than the last parliament election. You have to compare this with the electorate of 176 million for the first general election conducted for the country in 1952. As against that, the increase itself this time is 100 million over the last general election. However, there would always be complaints about certain people not finding their names in the electoral rolls. All kinds of complaints like, we voted in all the previous elections, now our names are not in the roll, we have got EPIC, but we are not allowed to vote, things like that. Keeping in view this kind of a predicament, we have decided to afford one more opportunity for enrollment. The Commission has directed that special camps shall be organized in all the polling stations in the country in over 9 lakh premises, where the booth level officer will be available with a copy of the electoral roll displayed on the notice board with requisite number of Form 6, that is the application form, etc., with the BLO. We would appeal through you to such of those who want to confirm the presence of their names in the electoral rolls to avail of this opportunity just before the general election, so that if any names are missing, if any people still want to get enrolled, they can file the application on that day, and we have given instructions to the election staff that all such applications shall be disposed of well in time to enable such voters to participate in the forthcoming general election. 9th March, Sunday, is the date which we have set apart. This is the day when in the entire country, in all the polling stations, booth level officers will be sitting along with the electoral roll and application forms for such people who seek enrollment at this stage. Photo electoral rolls and EPIC. These have become some of the special features of Indian elections which have helped streamline the identification process during the poll. The country had gone to polls with photo electoral rolls for the first time in 2009. At that time, the percentage of photos on the rolls was 82, while today it has reached 98.64%. So similarly, EPIC distribution, which was 82% last time, has already reached 96%. We hope it will also reach 98 to 99%, same as photo electoral rolls before the polls. Polling stations. As you know, our election poll is taken polling station wise. We have approximately 9,30,000 polling stations in the country, which is 12% more than number of polling stations in last election, that was 8.30 lakh polling stations. Over a period of time, Commission has been laying emphasis on provision of basic minimum facilities at polling stations. We have issued instructions to election staff and also followed up in meetings with chief secretaries for equipping polling stations with basic necessary facilities like drinking water, shed, this is required because of hot summer season, toilets, and ramp for the physically challenged persons, and standard voting compartments in every polling station. As has been the case during 2004 and 2009, 2014 Lok Sabha polls also shall be held with electronic voting machines. You all know about the introduction of Nota facility in the voting machines. This was introduced during the last 5 state elections pursuant to the order of the Honorable Supreme Court. Nota facility shall be provided in general election 2014 also, and appropriate instructions will be issued. You also know the soul in election management of Election Commission of India is the observance and enforcement of Model Code of Conduct. With our announcement of the schedule today, Model Code of Conduct shall come into force with immediate effect. We have devoted considerable time on law and order and creating secure environs for the conduct of fair, free and peaceful polls. Among the various measures to ensure free and fair elections, we have taken particular care to ensure that people living in vulnerable locations, vulnerable sections of voters, they are enabled to be in continuous touch with election machinery so that adequate protection is given to them to ensure that they are enabled to vote free of obstruction, uninfluenced, unintimidated by anyone. We have asked the magistracy as well as the police machinery to maintain law and order and also to invoke the preventive provisions available in the law to ensure that all protection is given to the voters, particularly in vulnerable habitations. The Commission has been using the services of observers extensively to keep a close watch over prompt remedial action when complaints are received from different parts of the country. Adequate number of observers in different categories like general observer, expenditure observer needed, and awareness observers to promote voters' participation will be deployed during the forthcoming elections. One of the features of Indian elections is election is conducted with the use of officials, government officials. Therefore, there is very great emphasis laid on the neutrality of such officials who are charged with conduct of elections. The Commission expects all officials engaged in the conduct of elections to discharge their duties in an impartial manner without any fear or favor. They are deemed to be on deputation with Election Commission and shall be subject to its control, supervision and discipline. The conduct of government officials who have been entrusted with election-related responsibilities and duties would remain under constant scrutiny of the Commission, and strict action will be taken against those officials who are found wanting on any account. Photo voter slips. This is another feature which will be introduced in this general election, which was not there during the last parliament election, though we have been using it in the foregoing state assembly elections to facilitate voters to know where he is enrolled as a voter at a particular polling station, the location and address of the polling station, his serial number, etc. in the electoral roll. The Commission has directed that a photo copy of electoral roll relating to that voter shall be distributed at his doorstep close to the date of the poll. Apart from its being a facilitation for the voter as well as for the polling staff to identify his place in the roll, etc., we expect this would also serve as a reminder and invitation for the voter to come and exercise his franchise on the date of the poll. Therefore, this will be got distributed very close to the date of the poll, like 3 days to 7 days before the date of the poll. Election Commission has also mounted a series of measures for expenditure monitoring. The use of money power is a matter of concern for Election Commission. Therefore, special emphasis is given to check the flow and use of money during election process. Besides deployment of expenditure observers, there will be sufficient number of flying squads, checkposts, video surveillance teams, media certification and monitoring committees. All these will be used to keep a close watch and check on the use of money power. About revision in ceiling of election expenses, details are known to you. These would also be made available in the booklet that will be made available at the end of the conference. Voter participation. Voter participation is one of the thrust areas for the Commission. Commission has held the view and been holding the view that a larger enhanced participation of voters will contribute to enlightened and vibrant democracy. Therefore, the sweep measures, the systematic voters' education and electoral participation measures which have been initiated and used in the foregoing state elections will be continued and further intensified in implementation. Coming to schedule, compared to the state elections which we were giving, in which we used to announce names of the states, date of date of notification, date of filing nomination, last date, etc. That, as you all agree, will not be feasible to do for 35 states and union territories in a conference like this. So we have prepared a booklet in which all the information is available. This will be made available to you even before you leave the premises. In addition to that, we are also putting a copy of this on the website of the Election Commission, and those of you who have given your email ID, they will also be sent by mail. By the time you leave the premises, it would also be in your mail ID. However, some of the highlights of the schedule we would like to mention to you at this stage. The first date of poll shall be on 7th April 2014. This is held in 2 states, and number of parliamentary constituencies covered will be 6. The next date of poll is 9th April which will cover 5 states and 7 parliamentary constituencies. The third date of poll, you should mark the difference from phase of the poll to date of the poll. We are using the expression days of the poll. This will be poll days. The third poll day will be on 10th April, which will cover 14 states and 92 parliamentary constituencies. The fourth poll day shall be on 12th April, covering 3 states and 5 parliamentary constituencies. The fifth poll day will be on 17th April, covering 13 state constituencies. 8th poll day shall be on 7th May, covering 7 states and 64 parliamentary constituencies. The last one being 9th poll day shall be on 12th May, covering 3 states and 41 parliamentary constituencies. Therefore, in 9 poll days, we will be covering 503 parliamentary constituencies and respective assembly constituencies in those 3 states, as also we have a few by-elections to state assemblies in different states. All these will go to the polls on the same date as the parliamentary, the respective parliamentary constituency. Counting for all these shall take place on 16th May, Friday. It is expected counting will be over in a single day. To further quench your curiosity, we would like to mention state-wise on which days state polls will take place, though you will get all the details of schedule separately. Now, Andhra Pradesh will go to poll on 2 poll days, on 30th April and 7th May. Arunachal Pradesh will go to poll in 1 day, which will be on 9th April. Assam goes to poll on 3 poll days, 7th April, 12th April and 24th April. Bihar goes for 6 days poll on 6 poll days on 10th April, 17th April, 24th April, 30th April, 7th May and 12th May. And Chhattisgarh will have 3 poll days with 10th April, 17th April and 24th April. Goa will have 1 poll day on 17th April. Gujarat will have 1 poll day with 30th April. Haryana will have 1 poll day on 10th April. Himachal Pradesh will have 1 poll day on 7th May. Jammu and Kashmir will have 5 poll days on 10th April, 17th April, 24th April, 30th April and 7th May. Jharkhand will have 3 poll days on 10th April, 17th April and 24th April. Karnataka will have 1 poll day, 17th April. Kerala will have 1 poll day, 10th April. Madhya Pradesh will have 3 poll days, 10th April, 17th April and 24th April. Maharashtra will have 3 poll days, 10th April, 17th April, 24th April. Manipur will have 2 poll days, 9th April and 17th April. Meghalaya will have one poll day on 9th April. Mizoram, one poll day, 9th April. Nagaland, one poll day, 9th April. Odisha, two poll days, 10th April and 17th April. Punjab, 30th April. Rajasthan, two poll days, 17th April and 24th April. Sikkim, one poll day, 12th April. Tamil Nadu, one poll day, 24th April. Tripura, two poll days, 7th April and 12th April. Uttar Pradesh, 6 poll days, 10th April, 17th April, 24th April, 30th April, 7th May and 12th May. Uttarakhand, one poll day, 7th May. West Bengal, 5 poll days, 17th April, 24th April, 30th April, 7th May and 12th May. Andaman Nicobar Islands, one poll day on 10th April. Chandigarh, one poll day, 10th April. Dadra Nagar Haveli, one poll day, 30th April. Daman and Diu, one poll day, 30th April. Lakshadweep, one poll day, 10th April. NCT of Delhi, one poll day, 10th April. Puducherry, one poll day, 24th April. I have already mentioned to you counting for all parliamentary constituencies, general election to state assemblies and by-elections to all the state assembly constituencies. All these will go along with respective parliamentary constituencies on the same day as per the same schedule. For all these, counting shall be had on 16th May. Now, by way of conclusion, on the occasion of the 16th Lok Sabha elections, the Commission reassures the nation of its solemn resolve and deep commitment to fulfill its constitutional mandate to conduct free, fair and credible elections. The Commission exhorts the 11 million plus election machinery to dedicate themselves to the tasks associated with the conduct of elections as a sacred duty. The Commission appeals to all stakeholders and in particular the political parties and candidates to uphold the peerless democratic tradition vote in an informed and ethical manner. Thank you. No, one by one, mic. Wait a minute, the mic will be given to you. No, for him. First. For him, mic. No, you please move. Yes, please.
संपत कुमार जी, राकेश इंडिया न्यूज से। इस जो 16वीं लोकसभा का चुनाव का तिथि का ऐलान आपने किया है, सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या है और किस तरह से ब्लैक मनी किस तरह से उपयोग होता है चुनाव में, उसके लिए आपने क्या ठोस कदम उठाने जा रहे हैं और सबसे बड़ा चैलेंजेस क्या है?
I have mentioned about our measures on expenditure control. The Commission recognizes that use of money power is one of the biggest challenges, particularly in some states. These are the areas where I have already outlined elaborate measures in addition to expenditure observer. Even for every assembly constituency area, there will be an assistant expenditure observer. We will have large number of flying squads, checkposts, media monitoring screening committees. So in addition, even central police force will be deployed in advance in those states where expenditure is a critical factor. Commission will spare no efforts in controlling the evil use of money power.
Center.
No, he asked for it earlier.
एक मिनट
1 minute. No,
1 minute भैया, 1 second.
Wait a minute.
एक लेफ्ट एंड जाएंगे.
Yeah. No, you please sit down. If you
Left
stand,
side.
we can't see people. Yeah, please. No, after that we will come one by one. Yeah.
मुझे 2 सवाल आपसे पूछने हैं सर। पिछली बार लोकसभा का चुनाव आपने 5 चरणों में कराया, 9 चरणों में कराने का क्या कंपल्शन था, क्या वजह बनी, क्या मजबूरी थी? दूसरा सर, कुछ पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज ने आपको शिकायत की है ओपिनियन पोल्स को लेकर के। क्या ओपिनियन पोल्स पर कोई फैसला चुनाव आयोग का आना है? क्या आप बैन लगाने वाले हैं या नहीं लगाने?
So we have already explained the concept of poll days this time. This time, this should not be viewed as number of phases. Phases are different. As you know, there would have been a definite gap between one phase and another. Whereas here, it is not the case. These are only poll days, which are fixed according to local requirements. That is it. There can be any number of poll days, but what you have to look at is the spread of the election. As against 75 days, last time it has come down to 72 days. This time we have actually tried to bring down model code period. Regarding opinion polls, Commission has always made its stand clear on the opinion poll. This is as old as 2004, when Commission recommended to the lawmakers for the banning of both opinion polls and exit polls, but by law they have banned only exit polls, but opinion poll has to be dealt with by lawmakers. Next.
1 minute. I think, no, by 1 second, we'll go by, no, the left side.
Left side.
1 second. We'll,
There will be 2
Sorry, raise.
नहीं, 1 minute.
No, we are not
last,
able to see who is. Please, no, we are not able to see a
last
person.
left, extreme
Yes.
left, extreme left.
जी सर, मैं महोदय अनुज कुमार अग्रवाल, संपादक
ABN आंध्र ज्योति, M. Krishna, ABN आंध्र ज्योति से सर. Sir, my सवाल is, this is regarding Andhra Pradesh. You have a peculiar situation in Andhra Pradesh now. I think you announced 2 poll days for Andhra Pradesh, 30th April and 7th May. So in first phase, which party is going for election? Telangana or Andhra Pradesh? And yesterday, appointed day also as announced by central government. So with this appointed day, anyway come in the way of this election, or no, there is any problem for that appointed day? Can you explain?
Right.
Details, no, I will tell, no problem. Details of which constituency, which districts going to the poll on which day is available in the schedule. Please have a look at the schedule, 1. Second, appointed day, etc. Just a minute. Appointed day, etc. is for the formation of the states. As far as Election Commission is concerned, as per law, we conduct elections for the constituencies, whether they are assembly constituencies or parliamentary constituencies, as per the description of the states as of today. But whoever is elected as MLA or MP of that state, later on when the new state comes into existence, as per law, they would automatically become the MLAs and MPs of the newly created state from the appointed day. It is a seamless arrangement. Next. No, if all of you want to... Whom do you want to...
Last.
सर, मैं अनुज कुमार
No, just 1 second.
संपादक डायलॉग
Left
से
side.
आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ
कि हाल ही में दिल्ली विधानसभा चुनावों में प्रत्याशी
No, please talk slowly.
की सूचनाओं को मौलिक भारत ट्रस्ट ने चुनौती दी थी और वह दिल्ली उच्च न्यायालय गए थे। वहां आपने कहा था कि हमारे पास एफिडेविट चेक करने का कोई मैकेनिज्म नहीं है। अब लोकसभा चुनावों के लिए आप एफिडेविट चेक करने के लिए क्या मैकेनिज्म डेवलप कर रहे हैं?
दोबारा बोलिए आपका।
थोड़ा धीरे धीरे बोलिए भाई साहब, थोड़ा धीरे धीरे बोलिए।
हाल ही में दिल्ली विधानसभा चुनावों में प्रत्याशी के रूप में अरविंद केजरीवाल ने फर्जी शपथ पत्र दाखिल किया था, जिसको चुनौती दी गई थी मौलिक भारत ट्रस्ट द्वारा कि, और दिल्ली उच्च न्यायालय में चुनाव आयोग के वकील ने यह कहा था कि हमारे पास कोई मैकेनिज्म नहीं है कि हम शपथ पत्र चेक कर सकें। तो ऐसे में शपथ पत्र दाखिल करने की प्रक्रिया का अर्थ ही क्या है? और
थोड़ा
चुनावों के लिए और विधानसभा चुनावों के लिए
भाई साहब थोड़ा धीरे धीरे बोलिए, थोड़ा ज्यादा स्पीड बढ़ा रहे हैं आप, थोड़ा धीरे धीरे बोलिए ना, आराम से।
सर मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि जो एफिडेविट कैंडिडेट फाइल करते हैं उनकी स्क्रूटनी का क्या मैकेनिज्म है चुनाव आयोग के पास? क्योंकि अरविंद केजरीवाल ने एक फर्जी एफिडेविट फाइल किया था, ये मैं उसकी कॉपी भी दिखा रहा हूँ आपको, उसमें सारी सूचनाएं गलत है और उसके बाद भी चुनाव आयोग ने कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया और फर्दर कोई मैकेनिज्म डेवलप करने की बात ही नहीं कर रहा। तो ऐसे फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन कैसे संभव है?
See, as far as affidavits are concerned, legal position is clear. If anybody files affidavit which is not truthful, if he states falsehood in the affidavit, if it is established that he has filed a false affidavit, returning officer or any citizen can file a complaint against a person for filing false affidavit. That's it. Okay, go on to the next. Yeah. No, we will. No, just a minute. Lady there. Yes. Yeah, please. Wait. Yes. We will give you. Sorry. Sit down. No, please sit down. Lady.
सर नक्सल प्रभावित इलाकों के लिए क्या तैयारी है आपके पास? छत्तीसगढ़ में बस्तर और आंध्र प्रदेश, उड़ीसा, झारखंड जहाँ भी नक्सल प्रभावित इलाके हैं उसके लिए चुनाव की क्या तैयारी है, इस पर थोड़ा बता दीजिए।
चले टेल एक्चुअली मैडम मैं आपको कहना चाहूंगा जो आपने पूछे कि नक्सलाइट एरिया जैसा हमारा उड़ीसा, झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़ के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, आप पूछ रहे हैं। हम चाहते कि एक ही दिन में पूरा हम एक ही चरण में कर देंगे। हम हमारा जो प्रोग्राम बन चुके हैं अपना इलेक्शन के लिए, हमारा ये कोशिश होगा कि जितना ही हमारे हिंदुस्तान में नक्सली प्रभावित एरिया है, जहाँ पे हमारा नक्सल भाइयों का जो इन्फ्लुएंस, नक्सली का जो इन्फ्लुएंस जहाँ पे है, जहाँ पे गड़बड़ी एरिया है, उसी में पूरा एक ही दिन में हम तमाम एरिया में एक ही दिन में हम खत्म कर लेंगे इलेक्शंस। ऑल नक्सलाइट एरिया विल बी कवर्ड इन ए सिंगल डे बॉल in entire central India. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Wait. Here. Wait a minute. Here.
Venkatraman from Dinamala.
Yes.
Dinamala Venkatraman from Dinamala.
Yes.
அதாவது தமிழ்நாட்டில் தமிழ் மக்களுக்கு பாதுகாப்பு கருத்தில் கொண்டு பதவியில் இருக்கும், அதாவது ஓய்வு பெற்ற அதிகாரிகள் பதவியில் நீடித்து குறித்து சில உங்களோட கவனத்துக்கு சில ஆலோசனைகள் கொண்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. அதை பத்தி ஏதாவது தேர்தல் ஆணையம் ஏதாவது முடிவெடுத்ததா? ஒன்று. ரெண்டாவது நீங்க வல்னரபிள் செக்ஷன் சொல்றீங்க. வல்னரபிள் செக்ஷன். அது என்ன வல்னரபிள் செக்ஷன்? எந்த மாநிலங்கள் எந்த குறிப்பிட்ட ஒரு எந்த கருத்தில் கொண்டு நீங்க இந்த வல்னரபிள் செக்ஷன் சொல்றீங்க? அதை பத்தி கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க.
No, we will tell separately in Tamil, but whatever question you are asking, they are actually relevant for the entire conference. So I would like to explain the position so that everybody understands reply that is given. Okay.
First English, then followed by
okay. See, question is no. I will tell you. First question is about engaging the services of retired government servants on election duty. There is a case which is brought to notice in Tamil Nadu. There is an allegation that one of the senior officers is a retired person. It is a matter of fact. We have to, because some technicalities are involved in that, whether he is really a person who is entitled as per some orders of the Supreme Court on a tenure post, or whether it is a case of retired person being continued. We will examine the facts of the matter and take a view in the matter. Second thing, just please, don't interrupt when we are answering. So the second thing which was told was about vulnerable sections being enabled to vote. We have a standard procedure of vulnerability mapping exercise, so in which our local officers, with reference to various parameters, they try to identify the localities where people may be facing threats or intimidation in voting. We take special care of those places. We make special arrangements to see that they are enabled to vote. Can we go on to the next?
Yes, sir, please.
Yes.
मैं नीरज हूँ सहारा समय से।
Yeah.
आपने कहा कि पिछले बार से डेट को कम किया। हमेशा जब भी आप लोग चुनाव कराते हैं तो पूर्व के अनुभव को ध्यान में रखते हैं।
No, where are you? I am not able to see you.
I am here, sir.
Yeah.
आपने बताया कि कम डेट है, लेकिन वोटिंग का जो डेट है वो 40 दिन है, पिछले बार से 10 दिन अधिक, यानी महीने भर में 2009 में चुनाव कराया गया था, इस बार 10 दिन अधिक है। तो ये मल्टी फेजेस इलेक्शन, हालांकि एक सवाल किया जा चुका है, तो मल्टी फेजेस इलेक्शन में क्या वोटरों को दिक्कतें नहीं आएंगी? दूसरा महत्वपूर्ण सवाल इसी से जुड़ा हुआ है कि 2009 के चुनाव में नॉर्दर्न स्टेट्स जो थे वहां वोटिंग परसेंटेज काफी कम हुआ था, गर्मी का महीना अप्रैल और मई। तो इसमें जब आप 9 फेजेस में इलेक्शन करवा रहे हैं तो क्या नॉर्थ में आप मैनेज कर पाएंगे कि वोटिंग टर्नआउट लोग अधिक से अधिक घरों से निकले?
See, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. You will see at the end of the exercise how much is the voting percentage. Whatever we have done, preparing, scheduling in a very scientific manner is only to take all relevant factors in view so that maximum voter participation will be possible. Commission is confident that this will happen. Secondly, regarding the period, etc., I have already explained to you. You should not go by different parameters. What is important is from today, from the date of commencement of the model code till the last date, which is the date of counting, that period has come down by 3 days when compared to last parliament election. Next, we go to this side.
सर, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया के लिए प्रॉब्लम होती है कि वो ओपिनियन
No, only people who are allowed to speak will speak. Yes.
संजय शर्मा आज से
No, wait a minute. We will speak. Yes.
दिलीप तिवारी फ्रॉम जी न्यूज। मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं कि आज से मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट इफेक्टिव हो गया है, लेकिन जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के लीडर्स जो बयान देते हैं, कभी इम्पोर्टेड नपुंसक कहते हैं, कभी 10 नंबरी कहते हैं और कभी कहते हैं कि जहर उगलते हैं ये लोग। इस तरह के जो बयान पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के लीडर्स के हैं, उस पर आपका कमीशन क्या करेगा? जब इस तरह के बयान आएंगे, जहरीले बयान है, या आप कहें कि पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के लीडर्स एक दूसरे पर इस तरह से हमला करते हैं। लास्ट इलेक्शन में भी ये हुआ था, बट आपके पास रिप्रिमांड करने के अलावा कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है। कैसे इंश्योर करेंगे कि इस बार के इलेक्शन में इस तरह के बयान ना आए जो बयान आ रहे हैं?
We will, Commission is very clear about use of instruments available with the Commission. We do not agree with the view that model code actions are not effective. We know how effective they are, and also the recipients of our orders, they also know how effective they are. There is no reason to doubt the efficacy of model code. Next.
सर, संजय शर्मा आज तक से सर इधर सामने
I'll clarify, तिवारी साहब, मैं आपको बताऊंगा। एक सेकंड भैया, मैं आपसे जो तिवारी साहब ने अभी जो पूछे थे रिगार्डिंग जो बयानबाजी करते जहाँ पे हार्श लैंग्वेज यूज करता है या काफी अनपार्लियामेंट्री लैंग्वेज जो इस्तेमाल किया जाता है इलेक्शन कैंपेन में हो, कहीं भी हो, ये हमारा अपील होगा कि हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को, हर कैंडिडेट्स को, कि अपना शब्द ऐसे यूज ना करे जाके जिसपे किसी को तकलीफ हो, किसी का दिल में चोट लगे। तो हम आपसे भी दोबारा एक बार अपील करते हैं कि नो कैंडिडेट और पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, पर्टिकुलर कैंडिडेट्स, और उसका जो नेशनल लीडर है और नेशनल जो लीडिंग स्टार कैंडिडेट हो, उनको हम अपील करते हैं, रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि ऐसा शब्द ना यूज करे कि किसी को पॉलिटिकली हो या पर्सनल उसका चोट लगे। वी ऑल्सो रिक्वेस्ट यू थ्रू योर मीडियम दैट this kind of bayanbazi should be avoided on course, because we are in the democracy country. We should know how to behave ourselves. we also like to request, appeal to all of them that they should not use any language or any word which are against certain decorum or decency.
So we have to go quickly.
I have two clarifications.
No, 1 minute.
Sir, I have two clarifications.
Yes.
My name is Ajay Banerjee, work in the Tribune. Sir, Mr. Brahma pointed out that the Naxal area elections will be in one
No,
state.
why don't you keep your mic a little away and speak? Yeah.
Okay, sir?
Yes. Yeah.
Mr. Brahma pointed out that
हाँ जी बताइए.
elections in the Naxal area will be in one phase. Right? He said all the districts Naxal.
No, there is no problem in that. There is no.
Sir, let me complete my question.
Yes.
Sir, does that mean how many districts? Could you tell the number of districts? One, and will it be taken over by central forces? And second clarification: Jammu Kashmir has got only 6 constituencies. Why in 5 phases?
See, the phasing, etc., have been made keeping in view several factors, including security factors, movement of the security forces from poll day to poll day, and various other factors. So all these have been taken into account, and accordingly it has been done. And regarding the clarification given, see, it is not, when you say one day, it is not a one-day poll. Naturally, we try to maximize the use of the force by using it, by having quick, poll days in the same area. That is what was, clarified. Next. Yes.
this side.
Okay, this side. Yes.
संजय शर्मा सर, मेरा सवाल आपसे असम को लेके है.
Yes.
पहला सवाल ये है कि डी वोटर्स के मामले में आपका क्या रहेगा, और सेकंड 12 तारीख को जो आपने अनाउंस किया है इलेक्शन के लिए, तो वहाँ बिहू फेस्टिवल है, तो उसको लेकर आप कैसे कंडक्ट करेंगे?
No,
वोटर्स एंड बिहू फेस्टिवल.
Okay, so the D voters position is very clear. Those who are marked D in electoral list, they will not be allowed to vote, but their names will continue to be on the roll, but they will not be allowed to vote until their status is cleared by the competent tribunal. And regarding, just a minute. So regarding Bihu festival, we have taken due note of Bihu festival, areas, regions where it is observed. Poll schedule is prepared accordingly. When you see the schedule, then you will know about that. Okay.
सर संजय शर्मा आज तक सर सामने
I think.
मेरा सवाल ये है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक
Wait a minute.
आती है कि वो ओपिनियन पोल कब दिखाए, कैसे टाइम में दिखाए, सर सामने यहाँ.
No, we are not even able to see the person who is asking the question. Yes.
सर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया के लिए चैनल्स के सामने मुश्किलें ये आती हैं कि वो ओपिनियन पोल कब दिखाए, कैसे दिखाए, क्योंकि हर बार उसमें नियम में कुछ अलग अलग बातें होती हैं, फिर भी चैनल्स दिखाते हैं. और दूसरा सवाल ये कि तमाम राजनीतिक पार्टियां जिस तरह से अशोभनीय भाषा और अशोभनीय आचार का इस्तेमाल करती हैं, इलेक्शन कमीशन के पास ट्रेमेंडस पावर है, लेकिन उसका पावर का इस्तेमाल करने से इलेक्शन कमीशन हिचकता क्यों है, हमेशा हेजिटेट क्यों करता है कि हार्श एक्शन लेने से?
We never hesitate to use the power that is available to us. We will try to make it very clear to all of you. Commission never hesitates to use the power which is available to them. But at the same time, you cannot expect the Commission to use the power which is not available to them. Our view with regard to opinion polls is this is something which falls in legislative competence. So legislature has to make that within our powers, whatever restriction, like we prohibit publication of opinion poll 48 hours before the conclusion of the poll, whatever is in our powers is generally done. Now we will have one more question. Okay, this side, we will go this side first. Yes. So this will be the last question for this side. Okay.
One question on the left
Last
side.
elections, you introduced a paper audit trail system. How successful was that, and are you implementing it this time as well, and in how many constituencies?
Very good. So the VVPAT, which was experimented in 2 of the elections before, in Nagaland and Mizoram, enthused by that experimentation, we have ordered supply of 20,000 such machines. We are awaiting them. As soon as they are received, they will be used in as many constituencies as possible.
One question on the left.
Okay, next.
One question on the left. Sir, there is some confusion.
Wait a minute. First, yes. Yes.
सवाल यह है कि ईवीएम का इस्तेमाल करते हुए कई साल हो गए, लेकिन अभी भी चुनाव के दौरान ईवीएम में सबसे ज्यादा गड़बड़ी पाई जाती है। कई जगह लोगों को तमाम घंटे इंतजार करना पड़ता है। क्या कोई ऐसी चीजें विकसित की गई है, क्या कोई ऐसा मैकेनिज्म डेवलप हुआ है कि ईवीएम की कम से कम गड़बड़ी पाई जाए इस चुनाव में?
We have no doubt about the efficacy or reliability of the EVMs. They have stood the test of time. Okay, fine. Next.
One question on the confusion.
No, lady, I think, lady, yeah, please. Please use the mic. Please use the mic.
Tripti Nath from the
No. Yeah, please.
I'm Tripti Nath from the Asahi Shimbun. It's a Japanese newspaper.
Right.
I wanted to know what are the measures that have been put in place to help people who want to exercise the choice of postal ballots.
No, postal ballot under law is available for certain categories of voters in our country. There is a category called special voters, like people like constitutional functionaries, like the president, vice president, etc. And there is another category which is the defense personnel, services personnel, those who are in the defense. Third category is persons who are on election duty. That's it. Next.
So one question on black money, sir.
Last one, we can go to the last one. White shirt. After that to you. Okay. First. Yes.
தலைமை தேர்தல் ஆணையம் என்ற முறையில் அரசியல் கட்சிகளுக்கும் வேட்பாளர்களுக்கும் தேர்தலில் போட்டியிடும்வர்களுக்கும் என்ன வேண்டுகோள் விடுக்க நினைக்கிறீர்கள்?
I think no, this, if everybody starts asking questions in their language, I'm sorry, that I would certainly want to answer it in Tamil. I'll spend some time with you after it is over. Our message is already there, which I have read out. Okay.
You said that model code of conduct.
No, second row. Wait a minute. Second row. He has been asking for a very long time. Second row. Give him. Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, I'm George Kalweli from Deepika. My question is regarding the paid news. I know that you have sent a letter requesting the editors to take action against it. But what may be the strictest action from the part of Election Commission to against this menace of paid news?
The paid news has three aspects. One, paid news by print media, paid news by electronic media, paid news used by the candidates. The Election Commission has control over the candidates. We have our monitoring committees at district level as well as at state level. We identify paid news right at the moment, since there is no law declaring paid news an electoral offence. We have already made a proposal to the Law Ministry for declaring it as an electoral offence. What is available with that is from expenditure angle. We deal with it as an expenditure item, and any item of paid news is booked as expenditure, added to the expenditure account. In respect of cases of violation by the print media, we refer it to the Press Council of India. Any reference relating to electronic media, it will be referred to National Broadcasters Association. Next.
One question only left. You said that model code of conduct comes into effect. You said that model code of conduct comes into effect or force immediately. Now there's some confusion regarding some of the ordinances which the government intends to build. Probably tomorrow there could be a cabinet, a string of ordinances. Do you think the government reserve within its rights to bring in those ordinances and get them passed by the clearance, or have they actually contacted you, sorts of your permission?
We would like to clarify once again, model code is an instrument to ensure that level playing field is not disturbed during the course of the election. One of the aspects of the model code also is that party in power will not get any undue advantage. Any action which is taken by any authority will be examined with reference to these parameters. Next.
One question only regarding to Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Hindu?
So what about regarding to Andhra Pradesh? Now,
Who? Last one, yeah.
Sir, now in Andhra Pradesh, President rule is on 16. You are going to announce on 16th of May results, and 2nd of June the two states is coming to existence. What will happen in 16th June to 16th May to and June 2nd, sir?
As I told you, if an MLA is elected in any constituency which is part of undivided Andhra Pradesh today, the moment two new states are created, if he is part of the new state of Telangana, automatically he will be a member of Telangana Legislative Assembly.
So what about
this is as per Hindu?
people? The Supreme Court came out with that ruling on not allowing convicted people to be allowed to stand. How is the commission going to ensure, because there's also a feeling that those who are under trial should not be allowed to stand. So how is the commission going to look after these things, sir?
Sorry, what's it?
Repeat it. The Supreme Court judgment on convicted people says that they cannot stand for election. How is the commission going to ensure that these kind of rules are implemented?
No, convicted people are not allowed to contest even as per law. There is no problem. Certain categories of conviction, that is a disqualification of nomination. Nomination will be rejected, and we have got ample information about the conviction of these people. After the judgment of the Supreme Court, we also wrote to all the state governments, to chief secretaries, to all the authorities to promptly keep us informed. In any case, candidate also will have to file an affidavit giving disclosure of cases pending and convictions undergone, etc. There are sufficient safeguards. I think, no, last question of the day. Last question. No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
One question.
Yes. No, I think, we can't hear. Too many people are talking at the same time. Thank you.
Okay, we have with us V.S. Sampath. What is the reason for that? So it's a nice election.
It is not a 9-phase election. It is a 9-fold-day election. 9-fold-day election. You cannot equate whole day with phases.
Sir, what is the reason that it takes